Hello, all you Pete the Cat fans out there, and especially you, Mackenzie, Jackson, and Cole. Here is another Pete the Cat story for you. It's called Pete the Cat, Scuba Pete by James Dean. Pete the Cat is excited. He is going scuba diving. Pete puts on a mask and fins. He has a tank full of air. He hopes to see lots of fish.
Arr, if you are lucky, you might see a seahorse,
says Captain Joe. A seahorse? Says Pete. I can't wait. I never saw one before.
Arr, their ridges look like a horse's mane,
says Captain Joe. Groovy, says Pete. Pete jumps into the water. Splash! Down, down, down he goes. Up, up, up go the bubbles. Pete looks for a seahorse. Can you see one? Shh! He sees a swordfish. Pete swims out of his way. Pete waves to a stingray. It has a long, skinny tail. That's not a seahorse, thinks Pete. Pete looks high and low for the seahorse. Then he feels a tickle. Can you see the seahorse? Shh. Pete sees a school of fish. They all look alike, except for one. Can you tell which one?
That's right.
It puffs up. It's a blowfish. It is not a seahorse. Where could one be? Pete looks in the rocks. What is that? What do you think that purple thing could be? It is an octopus. It has 8 legs. That's not a seahorse, thinks Pete. Pete feels a tickle. What could it be? Do you know? Shh. Pete turns. He sees a cave. Is there a seahorse inside? Pete sees a crab with claws. A seahorse does not have claws, Pete thinks. The cave is getting darker. Pete feels a tickle. Then he sees an eel. Pete swims past it. It is too long to be a seahorse. Oh no! It is too dark to see. How will Pete get out? Pete sees a jellyfish. It glows in the dark. Pete is almost out of the cave. He sees an angelfish. It is very colorful. Pete is out of the cave. So why is it so dark? Pete is in a shadow. He is in the shadow of a whale. Yikes! Pete wishes he could jump on a seahorse and ride away. Pete hops on a turtle instead. It takes him to the boat. I did not see a seahorse, thinks Pete. He feels a tickle on his tail. A seahorse, cries Pete. What a surprise! You were with me all along, says Pete. What a cool adventure. And that, my friends, is the story of Pete the Cat, Scuba Pete by James Dean. As always, I like to include a special shout out to my 3 favorite Pete the Cat fans, Mackenzie, Jackson, and Cole. I love you so much, guys. I can't wait to see you soon.